Hey, everybody, welcome to HBCU Original. I'm your host, and this is the Spotlight Hour. Hey, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor for today.
Today's show is sponsored by Swift Pro for all your marketing needs. Want to be a sponsor? It's simple. Just email us for more info. Now back to the show.
Hey, I want to introduce another co-host, JL.
Yo, what's up, family? How you doing? It's your boy, JL Williams. Listen, I'm excited today, man. This is going to be an awesome day, brother. Man, we got none other. There's none second to none. My man, Kahari Nash from BooRay, the BooRay King. Yo, y'all, we presenting kings in this season. This 2025, we bringing it alive, baby. We got my man, none other than Kahari Nash. Kahari, how you doing, baby?
Man, I'm good. Welcome. Hey, man. First thing first, man. I just wanted, I want to acknowledge the jacket he got on. We spoke about that offline. Like I said, I need that jacket. I need it. I need water right quick. You know what I mean? It's a nice jacket right there.
Yeah, that's top, man. I was thinking about that, man. I was like, wow, that thing is hot. I like that. And you got it right out front. I like that. Man, it's important to advertise like what you're doing, like who you are, and keeping it out front so people know exactly what you represent. I love that.
Yeah,
man. So, man, as we are now 2025, bringing things alive, making some things happen, man. I want to just sort of talk about, this product that you have sort of brought to the marketplace, and I want to know more about yourself as well. So let's just start there, man. Let's tell us a little bit about yourself and where you from, and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I'm from Mound Bayou, Mississippi, the oldest black town in America. And I started this journey with BooRay about 4 years ago, business-wise, but socially, I started this in 2010, playing BooRay with NBA players.
Wow.
And for those who don't know, that's deep Mississippi. Okay. We talking about backwood Mississippi.
Yeah, the heart of the Mississippi Delta.
There you go. The heart of the Delta. And so definitely, I know you said you had ties to the oldest. And for you guys who are out there with the HBCU community, this is the original city with African Americans. Is that before slavery or after slavery? Let us clarify that.
It was after slavery. Started by 13 former slaves. The founders were I.T. Montgomery and Benjamin Green.
Okay.
Wow.
Long
yeah.
history.
And I love that deep history, man. Mississippi has some deep history. Who were some of the pioneers, like in that space, like even with music and just with culture in general?
Pioneers got Bob Johnson from Mississippi, Oprah Winfrey from Mississippi.
Okay.
Rick Ross, he from Clarksdale, Mississippi originally. He moved to Miami when he was 4, but family is from Clarksdale, Mississippi. They call it Clark Vegas.
Clark Vegas.
Yeah. Hey, dog. He from Clark Vegas.
Okay.
Suge Knight's family, they from Vicksburg, Mississippi. Snoop's family is from Macomb.
Okay.
Andy and Ray J, they family from Macomb. Let's say and then you go down the list of blues singers from B.B. King to Davis to
hundreds of them, hundreds.
And to Kingfish is now like in our time. Kingfish is he from Clark Bay.
Wow. That's some deep history, boy.
And I can't forget, he not from Mississippi, but he lives in Mississippi, and that's Bobby Rush, my man.
Bobby Rush. Okay.
Now, when you said Bob Johnson, you talking about Bob Johnson, the former owner of BET?
Yeah, BET Bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
A
Yeah.
lot of people don't know, the roots, man. Most of America's roots come from Mississippi as far as music, man. They really don't realize that.
Mississippi is known as the birthplace of American music, which is the blues, which which
Yeah.
Rock and roll. So
Rock and roll.
all you hip hoppers out there, all you rock and roll out there.
Yeah, y'all get an education here today.
Every genre of music came out of the blues. Country music, rap music. It's like came from the blues.
Yeah, because the blues got that twang to it. That what I mean, and it got that twang to it to make you flow in different directions. You know what I mean? You could feel that music. Even some movies. There was some movies that were associated with the blues.
Oh yeah. You got you remember Robert Johnson's story about him making a deal with the devil to be able to play the guitar the way he did at the Crossroads, which is
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Okay.
Ralph Macchio played there. He was a star in the movie.
Wow.
And so, what were your summers like coming up? In Mississippi. Tell us, your upbringing. I guess starting from childhood up until now, pretty much.
Summers was either we stayed in Mississippi or went to Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Yeah.
Okay.
That's that Mississippi to Chicago connection.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
I think a lot of people, they have a lot of connection with the South. People up in the North,
Yeah, man.
Like I'm up here in Philadelphia, and up in this area, we always have connection with North Carolina, Georgia.
Yeah.
Strong roots.
Everybody on the East Coast came from the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philly and New York, that was, that Carolina, migration.
That migration, yeah.
Migration. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And the Mississippi migration, went to Memphis. So, some Memphis, St. Louis.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So Memphis is they're kind of well, I know Mississippi is down in the Delta, like you said. And for those who don't know, the Gulf of Mexico, okay, that's where Mississippi is at.
The Delta starts in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and ends in the lobby of the Peabody Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, wow. Wait, interesting.
Wow. Man, it just seems to me, man, that like people that come from places with rich history, they themselves they carry something with them. And I think it might be, just the sort of the richness of the history and what it is, I guess, that may be attached to what it is that whatever they do, whatever they pursue. I mean, I got different friends that came from, different areas, down in the South of that, and just seeing just how they move and so much certainty about who they are as people because they come from such a rich place, a rich heritage.
Soul of the ancestors,
Yeah, there you go. The soul of the ancestor. There you go. That sums it up right there. Exactly.
And I know we talked off air before about your ancestors and them having a strong presence in Mississippi and also that region. As far as being the first town, black town in America. What was it like, knowing that, some of your family helped build, the culture there?
I was, I always tell people that, like, without some members of my family and where I'm from, Black America wouldn't be where it is today.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So, and being that our story had never been told, I started telling it in a docu-series, and I shot the first episode of it, and so it's gonna be the Mound Bayou docu-series, and so I'm gonna tell the whole story of Mound Bayou from founding up until present day. I shot the first episode, and I went out to LA to meet with my partner Tony Brown and Ted Field. Everybody knows Ted Field because he was the co-founder of Interscope Records. He was the money behind IV.
Wow.
Okay.
Daddy's money, Marshall Field, the Marshall Field department stores in Chicago. That gave him the foundation to start Interscope Records and Radar Pictures.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's interesting.
So I went out to LA and hung out with Ted and Tony for a couple of days, and so I got Radar Pictures to sign on as an executive producer, and then Radar got a talent agency that represents them called Buckwall, the Round Bayou docu-series, and so they've been shopping it in Hollywood.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just was in the news. Mississippi Valley Delta school recently, the last few days. They were in the news with the band
inauguration. Yeah, Mississippi
inauguration. And for those out there, listen, we need to support Mississippi Valley Delta and help them get to their inauguration.
It's called Mississippi Valley State University.
Yep, State University.
The Delta Devils. That's where Jerry Rice went to school. Him and Willie.
Yeah, yep.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Hey, I want to know, like, now, were these conversations about the history and all that, was that something that was talked about around the dinner table, or was that something? How did such a deep conviction and knowing about your history really for you? How did that come about for you?
Like I just took it for granted when I was a kid, because like you really don't know the depth and the breadth of it until you go around, and listen to everybody else tell these stories. And I was like, well, what made me really like want to tell the story was I went to the 100th anniversary of the Tulsa Massacre in 2001 in June in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And they was talking about Greenwood and how Greenwood was the Black Wall Street. Well, Greenwood wasn't the first Black Wall Street. Mound Bayou was the first Black Wall Street, and Mound Bayou actually an incorporated town. Greenwood is 3 streets. It's a neighborhood. Greenwood, Archer, and Pine, which is where Charlie Wilson called it the Gap Band. That's what the Gap Band stand for. Greenwood.
Oh, wow.
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 So, like, I saw corporate America put this spin on the story, and like I'm like, well, why y'all hadn't done like Mound Bayou? Because Mound Bayou is actually the first Black incorporated town that had more Black millionaires than anywhere else in the country. And so, like, why they not talking about Mound Bayou? That's where I'm from, and that's what the story that I know. So,
we gotta get you back on there with that. We need the full story. We need the full story.
Now, hold on. I want for our viewers. I really want them to really talk about the Gap. Say that again about Charlie Wilson and the Gap.
Charlie Wilson Gap Band featuring Charlie Wilson is actually Greenwood, Archer, and Pine, which is Greenwood, Oklahoma, the neighborhood. Those are the 3 streets. If you go there today, that's the Greenwood section of Tulsa.
Wow.
That's
powerful, man.
That's powerful.
And because they push that narrative as a town, people think that it was an incorporated town, but it's not. It's a neighborhood.
Okay.
And Mound Bayou is actually an incorporated town. And so, like, it's just I just saw a lot of misinformation going out, and I was like, okay, I want to give them the right information.
The right information, yeah.
Hey, Kahari, I know. Listen, the elephant in the room. People want to know. Listen, what BooRay? Let's get into it. BooRay.
BooRay to me, like really, like I started gambling when I was a kid. So like I come from like my granddaddy Hezekiah Patton, who started the Holler-Men Club, which was one of the oldest blues clubs in Mississippi in 1939. And so like I grew up around, gamblers and,
Yeah.
know, and musicians, and you know, like I I used to see these people at my grandmama's house, BB King and Bobby Blue,
Oh wow.
Bobby Blue Bland.
Davis, and Muddy Waters, and you know what I'm saying, I,
Mm.
you know,
Hey,
came because my granddaddy, you know, and my grandmama, the late Ruby Patton, you know, and my daddy Hezekiah, and my uncle Robert, and my uncle Chuck, all them, and my uncle Will. You know, they would book all these acts to perform at the Halloween, and after you know, during the shows and after the shows, they be in the back room shooting dice.
man.
Wow.
You got
So
That
they call
seems
him
like that.
they call
That
him
seems
the
like that goes together.
hey
That
John. Hey John,
all,
they call him the moonshine kid. He back there selling moonshine and gambling. He back there gambling.
it all go together.
it all go together. Every movie I've seen, like
Hey,
every movie I've seen, it had the blues, it had all that, and gambling was a part of the movie. I mean,
you'll see
like Harlem Nights,
Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights, man, a
Listen,
classic.
Mississippi
The
Nights. Yeah.
gambling, the alcohol, the music, and a good time all go together.
All go together.
That's why you see that nucleus, that same nucleus in every casino. You know,
And you
Yeah,
got the, and
yeah,
you got the, and show everybody in here. You got that professional grip. Show everybody that.
yeah.
That's yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 I know
That's
you.
crazy. That's that grip. Hey, that
That
grip.
grip.
Hey, don't lose your bag. Don't lose your money. Your bag. Man, that's
oh
good. So,
man,
man, it sounds like all these things just sort of culminated and came together. And what you talk about when you talk about the ancestral, they chose. I believe, man, just talking like we are right now, they chose this time for you for
Yeah.
this game.
it
Because
seems
talk to us about how it sort of how it clicked, how you just said this is it.
I was, you know, what I mean, I was sitting in the hotel room in Louisville, Kentucky, waiting to go see Ray John Rondo in
The best, the NBA player.
NBA. Yeah. NBA champion. You know,
That's right. Let's say it right. The
The
champion. That's
Celtic,
right.
the Celtic Bruiser. You know. You
yeah,
know.
he got a ring in '08 with my boy Kendrick Perkins and my boy Sam Cassell and
Mm.
my
Oh
boy,
man.
you know, the ticket, you know, Kevin Gunn. Like
Hey,
so,
it seems like you like Roughnecks, man. I like that.
The big ticket.
Oh yeah, they don't play. They rough. They,
my
hey.
guy, Tony Allen, my guy. Tony Allen came out to Vegas for my celebrity BooRay game in October for the Global Gaming Expo. And
Mm.
I was sitting in the hotel room, and me and my partner Shu, we was on the floor playing BooRay.
Mm.
And I told Shu, I told him then, and I said, man, BooRay too big to be dumbed down as a background card game, you know, kind of like. And I was like, man, you know what, I'm about to do an app. I want to commercialize BooRay because there's too many celebrities and too
Mm.
many entertainers and too many influencers that play BooRay.
Mm.
Mhm.
So, like, you know, the center of all business is marketing, and when you got that element of celebrities and influencers and entertainers that already love this game and play this game, all you got to do is just harness that energy and
Yeah.
just let it take on a life of its own, and that's what it's been doing. Made so much noise with the celebrity BooRay game that was sponsored by Fletcher Zoo Tequila, which is you know part owned by Mark Wahlberg, my guy.
Well,
Hmm.
We made so much news that Galway Holdings reached out to us because they manage a lot of these people's money, you know.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
and Galway's owned by the Carlyle Group and Oak Hill Capital, two of the largest private
mm.
equity companies in the world. And so
Mm.
they reached out to my partners at SCCG in Las Vegas and said, we want to bring y'all out to Galway Live, which is their like retreat for like 350 of their top clients, you know.
Right.
And so out in Cabo, Mexico, in the first week in June. And so they want us to put on a presentation about BooRay because all they've been hearing about is this BooRay and that it's coming to the casino and it's coming online. And so by just, you know, pushing that energy out in the public like that, we attract one of the largest, you know, private wealth managers in the world.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, I know we spoke offline. Now you were telling me before the history of BooRay came from kings or France.
French royal court. The French finance minister and King Louis XI's royal court was Jean BooRay, which was where the name comes from, Bourre in French. And then
so y'all getting your youngsters, y'all get another history lesson right here. Pay attention.
The American spelling of BooRay is BOORAY, as you see. My
BooRay.
Hey, there we go again.
There you go again. BooRay, baby.
Ray.
So when I was designing the BooRay logos, so I took this logo in, as you can see in English, it's in English, and this is a $ at the end of the exclamation point. And to make my card suits different than the traditional card suits, I made the diamond a real gem.
I see it.
And then I marked all of it and protected it because I'm gonna make custom trademark playing decks, BooRay playing card decks.
Wow.
I had some made for the SCCG G2E celebrity BooRay game, you know. And so like I've been working on a real exclusive deck with US playing cards, which is the biggest playing card manufacturer in the world.
Wow. Hey,
wow.
Kahari, I want to get to the elephant in the room. How do you play and what does it pay?
Come on, baby.
So BooRay is fundamentally spades. It's five card spades, and the dealer's gonna deal 5 cards. And so the dealer's gonna turn one of his 5 cards over. Whatever that card he turns over, that's the trump card. So now the game reverts back to just like spades. But now you do get the option of making your hand like poker if you choose to play your hand. So you can get 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, or all 5 cards. It's up to you. But the object of the game is to strengthen your hand at that point and try to get as many trump cards as you can. Because the object of the game is to get 3 or more books in order to win the pot. If there is no one that gets 3 or more books in the pot, bills. So everybody got to ante up again. If you don't get a book, you got booed. And
you got
booed. You gotta
BooRay, get up out here.
So now everybody's sitting at the table. You playing with 5 or 6 people. 2 or 3 people gonna get booed. So now those 2 or 3 people gotta match the pot. Whatever the pot is, they gotta match the pot. And then the deals. Then everybody ante up again, and you keep playing till somebody get 3 or more books.
Woo! Now let me tell you, the way you explain that right there makes me want to roll a hand up right now. Like, hey, man, that let me tell you something. That drew so much excitement for me listening to it because I've seen people play spades, and I've seen people play different cards, 21 blackjack and all that. But this here feels like that you've taken a little bit of everything and put it together. And then added your spin onto it. Added that BooRay spin on.
It's a mix of spades and poker.
Yeah. Oh, spades and poker. Yeah.
So I call it spades on steroids. Cause the pots get so big, you know what I mean? Like you can start out with $1. You can start at the low at the lowest with $1, and the pot end up 1,500, 2,000.
Woo! Hey, who does it favor? A poker player or a spades player?
And spades player.
Mm.
You know what?
So for all you grandmoms out there, all you grandmoms inside hustler sharks, you know what I mean? Favor you.
We gotta get. Hey, I'm telling you, especially my wife, her family. When we go downstate, now this downstate is like the bayou. It's like down. We go downstate in the sticks. Man, they be at the table playing them spades. They be playing like their life depended on it.
Man,
now I know a game like this. That man, and I want to share this real quick, Kahari. Like, you having this ideal, and Vince and I always talk to kids. We're always in front of young people, talking to them about, business and so forth and so on. Share with our audience and our kids, because if I say it, I know they're gonna be like, "Well, Coach, he always says that." How important is it to protect the information that you get and not tell everybody before you got it protected and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's very important, because like when I was first exploring and searching for partners and trying just putting all the pieces together to get to where I am today. I started out establishing that this is a proprietary and confidential adventure, what I mean, in order to protect the intellectual side of what I was doing before and legally protected it, so you know what I mean, you gotta you gotta know how like lawyers tell you, gotta know how to protect yourself. So being that I knew how to protect myself, I protected myself. And when I that take me out to Las Vegas, when I went out to meet with Phil Ivey, and the 10-time Black World Series of Poker champion, and me and Chris Gotti, the co-founder of Murder Inc., Ja Rule, Ashanti, Herb Gotti, older brother. And so I went, and me and Chris went to go play BooRay, and we went to his spot, and he got a bucket of quarters, and we stacked the quarters up, and we playing. And so when the quarters got about 4 inches high and about 10 inches wide, Chris told me, he told me, he said, "Kahari, go protect yourself. You got something." Chris had tried to commercialize CeeLo, which is three dice.
I heard of that.
He tried to commercialize that?
Yeah, he to the casino.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Time though, you know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
Like like going forward, at some point it'll be the right time,
Yeah, it might.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this question. When you met with these people, did you have them sign some kind of agreement first that they wouldn't try to, like an intellectual property kind of agreement or something?
Not that like these my friends. So like we have a different, we have a level of respect for one another that we not going or just steal something from one another, so like but you know what I mean, but when you get into the actual marketplace, and do your confidentiality agreements.
And we always share that with young people, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. You know what I mean? When God gives you something, when he downloads something, one of the things I always know is that he's never promised to repeat himself ever again. So in that moment that he downloads that thing, you have to take care of the business side of it. So you protect yourself and you can get the advantage of all the things that now he has given you. So I say that for our community that may be listening, because it's very important to protect yourself. Keep your gifts hidden while they grow.
Your most
Hey, Kahari,
valuable asset is your trademark.
Yeah,
definitely. I was gonna ask you about trademark.
yeah,
I was gonna ask
yeah.
you, what are your goals for 2025? What is the outlook for BooRay, and what does that look like in the next up and coming months?
So we've been so me and SCCG, we've been developing the social gaming app for BooRay. We've been developing the real money gaming app for BooRay. We've been developing the sweepstakes gaming app for BooRay. We've been developing a house bank card game for BooRay, which we're going to launch in October of 2025. So, like we've been working since June of last year.
Okay.
So you know, all the process. So
Let me ask you a question. Is there opportunities for outsiders to make money as far as partnerships or school, universities, maybe alumni associations, people like that who want, they say, listen, man, we want to,
Investors.
we want to grow with the company.
The same way they do, like casino night fundraisers. You know what I mean? You could do BooRay.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I mean, I'm telling you, Vince, Angie, my cousin Angie would probably really like this, because she does a lot of fundraising through like quarter auctions, stuff like that, and they wind up in those spaces. They wind up, it's almost like gambling. It really is. I mean,
she's a fundraising hustler, boy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, she is. That's what I'm saying. This BooRay, and she does it all. She does a lot of it. So this might be something that she can definitely use, because this sounds like a game that's really fun. And it's like, when you see that money pile up, you know what I mean?
Hey, Kahari, too. Also, you spoke about your ties to the NBA, NFL, players, NBA. What players are joining on who are trying to come on and maybe partnership or help you grow?
Mario Chalmers, he on my board and a brand ambassador. Kendrick Perkins is on my board and a brand ambassador.
Big Perk.
And Tony Allen is a big, advocate for what I'm doing. Mark Wahlberg is a big advocate for what I'm doing. So, like,
man, he one of my favorite actors, man. Mark Wahlberg. I would love to meet him one day. He is like,
he's been in so many films, man.
That's my man right there. I mean, I would love to meet that brother.
When the stars align at the next, when we do our next BooRay event in Vegas, Mark lives in Vegas. I'll let you know. You come out to Vegas and meet him.
I call Mark Wahlberg the Boston pimp. Yeah. I mean,
he loves
slicks. He little slicks.
Yeah, him and Big Perk, boy. I love watching Big Perk. I love watching Big Perk and Stephen A. go at it.
Perk, yeah, Perk a wild boy. He said, I know you told me he's from Texas. He's from Texas, right?
He's from Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah, Beaumont they got some athletes down there.
Oh, Texas full of athletes.
Full of athletes, boys.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about that. I know we spoke offline. Possibly doing like a college tour. Maybe HBCU series of BooRay.
Yeah, come through. Hit them all. Like, do a BooRay tour just to educate them on the game and
we definitely want to be a part of that. If you do an HBCU college tour,
yeah, we want to champion that. We would love it. Yeah, that'd be good.
Get the game, get the game, get them, acclimated to the game, as well as the merchandising that we're gonna launch, alongside the game. So, we once it's ingrained in our culture, every other culture going.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's where it's at.
And unfortunately, man, unfortunately, we already. It's kind of like spoon fed to us, man. When you 2, 3, 4 years old.
Like I had put together. I had my guy Errol E. Poppy McCallum here, 2-time Grammy Award winning producer. He produced Beyonce,
Oh
Destiny
wow.
Child, Missy Elliott, and so he did the BooRay song, the first BooRay song for me, and then like we're gonna work on a BooRay compilation, and so some of the some of the names that came out was like uh Damian Lillard because he rap and he an NBA player.
Yeah, he is. Dame Dollar.
Dame
That's
Dallas.
time. Dame Dollar.
Uh,
They
get
had that the famous pose. And
yeah, get Dame Dollar on there.
Mhm.
So like, we got a lot of ways that we're gonna market and promote BooRay using, celebrities, influencers, and entertainers.
let me ask you a question. How can this impact the community? I know, Mississippi being that the ties is coming from having a lot of wealth from years ago. In recent years, it may not be as wealthy as a lot of other states. How can this game bring back money to the communities within Mississippi, even the whole South, Alabama area? A lot of
The tax revenue generated from gaming, like we need to get more involved.
yes,
So like, you know, the first black casino owner, it was Norbert Simmons out of New Orleans with Bally's New Orleans in 1991. And then you had Don Barton with Fitzgerald's. He was the second black casino owner, and
Mhm.
he was the first black casino owner in Las Vegas. But after those two, we haven't really had any, made it. We haven't furthered, that history and heritage and ownership.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gambling.
Because I get tired of us. We spend a lot of money. We are the largest spenders, but
Yeah.
we don't reciprocate the money. It doesn't come back to our
Yeah.
community, help build
Exactly.
up our communities. And I hope this. I pray that this game, can be turnaround, and inspiration to some people to say like you can get into certain things in certain markets and bring back wealth to communities.
Yeah.
But like,
Because you going down there to casino, you spending your money anyway. You going out Vegas, Atlantic City, and with a lot of other places throughout the United States.
because I didn't just stick to the core of the brand, the gambling. Like we're gonna make it a lifestyle brand and license
Mhm.
off all the different aspects of the brand. Like
Mhm.
as apparel, shoe and apparel. As far as watches, uh,
Mhm.
we just gonna be real creative and do something that hadn't been done and create a whole lifestyle brand that'll create a multi-billion-dollar intellectual property asset.
Mhm.
And to help me in doing it, I went to how I got the SCCG in Las Vegas is Authentic Brands Group, the second largest brand owner and licensing company in the world that own Reebok, Nautica, uh,
Wow.
and they own the rights to Shaquille O'Neal, Dave,
Mhm.
Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe, you know.
Wow. Wow.
So that, what I mean, just to give you like the scale of that side of the business, they're the second largest brand owner behind Louis Vuitton, which is number one.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Wow.
they're the second largest licensing company in the world behind Walt Disney, which is
Wow.
number.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Like, it's just, what I mean, like these are areas that we hadn't, really, gotten our, feet and anchored ourselves into.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Well, most of the people don't really even know or understand, what I mean, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and who I'm doing it with.
Mm.
So it's like, what I mean, it's gonna take on a life of its own in just a short little time, And
Yeah, I can see that, man.
so,
Bro, man, Kahari, I can see that happening like
Oh
quick.
yeah.
Like it's gonna catch fire
Hey.
fast because it's already in the culture. And
Yeah.
and one of the things I'm gonna make a point right here before I forget it. We run everything, we just don't own nothing.
Ain't that crazy, man?
We run everything, the cult music, sports, you name it. The whole world rides off our swag. You know what I mean? And now here we go with BooRay. BooRay now owned by a brother. Now we going, and I'm excited to be on here because this is, for me, it's like history in the making. You know what I mean?
Like when I did, when I went to meet with SCCG, the founder Stephen Crystal told me, he said, this, based on what you've done already, it has $100 million asset value.
Wow.
Mm.
And so they working on that valuation now, building it out, putting all the tentacles in it to show and prove that it is worth this, as a startup,
Yeah,
Wow.
no doubt. No doubt. Man.
Hey, Kahari, also, I wanted to talk about, I know you talked about this offline, the TV aspects and connections. Possibly putting this on,
They built the poker brands. The poker brands were built through the celebrity influencers and athletes and entertainers playing poker on TV.
Mm-hmm. I remember I saw that on ESPN.
Yeah,
and the partnerships. Yeah, I would like to, definitely see it.
Yeah,
like Fubu, Fubu TV.
Like just last year, Caesars sold the World Series of Poker brand for $500 million.
Whoa!
They kept the tournament rights for 20 years.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
So you hear that? You hear that? Young, listen,
they sold World Series of Poker to NSUS Group out of Canada, which owns GG Poker. So basically, you seen just that one company with just a poker brand.
Yeah,
$500 million.
Jeez, you know what? A lot of games, and just dealing with the gaming industry, period. Like, I'm seeing so much, of a lot of these young people, and it's really getting in the fabric of our youth that they playing games and they making money playing games.
Yeah,
I mean, I was in my classroom one time, and I had a young person, and he said, "Coach, I want to show you something," because I always try to stimulate their brain around, dream, man. Just think bigger than you. You know what I mean? And I try to expose them to things. So this young man said, "Coach, talking about that, I want to show you something." He got on this, he showed me something on YouTube of these young guys I think they were out of Japan or somewhere like that, and they were playing each other in this game. And whenever they won, the bubble would pop and a dollar sign would pop up. Like it would bling. And he said, "Coach, you see that?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "What's that?" He said, "That's money." He said, he said they playing against each other, but they playing for money. I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, this whole gaming thing is getting ready to like blow up like you ain't never seen."
Already blew up.
Yeah, it's already
So gaming
gaming
is a multi-billion-dollar business. Like CD's playing the game, Fortnite, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Even with esports, with the Maddens and the NBA 2K and all of that, like they have multi-million-dollar prize tournaments.
Wow.
In these video games, they
multi-million-dollar prize.
Saudi Arabia, they building a whole gaming like cult, like incubator cult city, like and they spending a few $1 billion building it.
Yeah, I've seen that. You're putting it through the middle of the desert, and all types of
we seen that. Yep.
Yeah, so
it's remarkable how far we come.
Yeah.
Esports convention was just held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Jesus. And a lot of colleges are now providing resources for gamers, for people to actually develop games. So if you are
definitely,
if you are somebody like that that's interested in that kind of thing, Matter of fact, I think at University of Delaware, there was a young man that really desired to come to UD who was like he was either the number one or two kid in the country as far as, his he wanted to be an engineer or something like that. And then he wanted to pursue that kind of, but the school didn't have the gaming thing yet.
Right.
And he so that's what caused him not to want to go to that school. So now you got schools now that are putting that in place because they're seeing that these young people,
Yep.
like you gotta be thinking outside the box if you're a college now, because these are the things that these young people are interested in, and they produce money straight up.
And also, John, the HBCU sector, they have a huge tournament every year with the NFL, NBA, with the Madden tournaments and things of that nature. They actually go on throughout the up to MetLife Stadium and have a huge cash prize. And so that's why I was definitely want to talk to you about the BooRay and possibly doing a tournament like that. Bring it to Mississippi.
That like the owners of the Mall of America, West End Mall, and American Dream, which is next door to MetLife Stadium. I was just having that conversation with the chairman, Nada Gamizian, about the BooRay game at the.
You make sure that we on board.
Yeah, we gonna be
HBCU.
HBCU radio,
Make
baby.
sure we are on board. I don't want them. Listen, it's HBCU. We want to be. Hey, we want to cut. What they say. We want to. Hey.
So we're gonna make this thing. We're gonna make it huge. It's gonna be big. It's worldwide gambling. Gambling is worldwide, and we're creating a worldwide gambling product.
Yeah.
And if not for my relationship with Chris and Bill Prola out of Houston, Texas, I wouldn't have got. It would have took me a whole lot longer to get there, but their partner in they're like their family. The Prola family is the kings of the scrap metal industry.
Wow.
Yeah, it's important to have partnerships.
So Easy Prola, Bill Prola's dad, Chris Prola's grandfather, invented the Polarizer, which is the automatic car crusher.
Wow.
Wow.
That's interesting. They were just talking about that other day too.
And so I went and sat with Chris all day, and because the vice chairman of Authentic Brands Group, Dan Dinks, was their partner in Sims Metal Management Prola Southwest.
Wow.
And so like that's the beauty of having the right relationships.
Sure, no doubt. Well,
right people.
It's critical, man.
So Chris told Dean, said Kahari got something, and when I went to meet with Dean said, "You got something."
Yeah, you got. And I want right here, man, is I think a real appropriate time just to share with our audience. Listen, the right connections means everything. That right connection could lead you to a place where Brother Kahari is right now. He's ready to do something that's going to change the whole landscape of gambling. So connections are extremely important. Who you align yourself with, those connections could either make you or break you. So just take a note from this and what the things that he's sharing.
So all you summertime players, barbecue playing players, and back alley, if you say back alley players, get stuff ready.
Yeah, because like our event, this celebrity BooRay game with SECG's G2E party was the voted the #1 event at the Global Gaming Expo, which is the biggest gaming expo in America. It brings over 25,000 gaming professionals from all around the world to Las Vegas every year. And so we was the #1 event at G2E.
We gotta give it up, man. Oh man,
Wow.
that's off the chain. Love that.
Beautiful. So you're gonna have, I mean, how many tournaments are coming up? And also, for those who don't know, we want to bring up your website as well, because you do have a website. You want to get the information out to
www.playbooray.live.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys can check out his website right here. Play with the Legends. They can explain more in detail. Take a look at it. You see information about the company, about the game, also how to play.
So that's my man Big Will right there, between me and Mario, and he on the bank in Atlanta.
Right
here. Yeah, Will Platt. He on the bank in Atlanta, which we gonna do a celebrity BooRay game at the bank February 7th. It's gonna be BooRay and Poker, hosted by DC Young Fly and Princess Love.
Okay, I got you. Oh, there go Mario Chalmers right there.
No, that's my man.
That's not him. That's not him. That's on the other page.
That's my man.
That's on the other page. Okay.
That's my man Special right there. He from Brooklyn. That's Busta Rhymes' main man right there. Special.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's Special. Special be with everybody. Everybody you can, if they somebody special with them.
Special with them. That's why his name is Special. I see it. That's a nice picture of you right there too.
Yeah, Special down in Jamaica with Busta right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he down there. Busta sent a private jet to pick him up from Miami and bring him to Jamaica the other day.
Oh, okay.
My man in the green shirt on that picture on the other side of me with Big Will and Mario. That was, Tommy. We call him Top, but he live in Atlanta. So, but like we got all these different relationships that's connected to these people, that you know what I'm saying, like we one person removed from anybody if we're not directly connected to them.
Gotcha. Yeah, they used to say 6 degrees of separation, but in your case, it's just
one.
Just one degree.
If that,
like a half of one.
like I could pick up the phone and call just about anybody, directly. If I call them direct, then I know who to call. One person.
They can put you directly in contact with them.
Yeah.
So I bet LeBron James and all those guys play this game.
Yeah, LeBron. They GQ magazine did a story on LeBron and D Wade and Chris Paul and all of them back in 2007. And the title of the article was LeBron and Dwayne's favorite card game, which is BooRay. And like if you remember the All-Star game 23 with they was talking about, they was playing cards in the locker room, and then B was the lead BooRay player in that card game. And so that JJ Redick was interviewing him and said, "What was that game y'all was playing?" And B laughed and said, "That was BooRay."
Hey, we don't want to cause no fights in the back. Hey, listen, man.
So, like
BooRay, baby.
Airplane fights. Oh man.
It's hard. Like you got the top NBA players that say like BooRay is on the tip of their tongue every time they turn around.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got LeBron, you got D Wade, you got Embiid, MVP player. You got
he playing like an MVP on the BooRay, but he been play like that in the NBA.
Yeah, you got James Harden, another MVP player that play BooRay. BooRay, so like, and Harden say, "I'm down." He told me, he said, "I'm down, Kahari. Just know I'm down."
Just know I'm down. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I like James Harden too. That's good.
All right, Chris.
Man, I tell you, man, this is for us, man. This is exciting just to be a part of this conversation and be able to talk about something this like it's so relevant in our world today. Gaming is just It's on the tip of everybody's tongue about gaming. And yeah, I know that those guys, you know, being a former, you know, ball player, I know those guys on their downtime, you know, if they're not playing you know, NBA Live or something like that, they gamble. And even when they playing that, they gambling. So I know BooRay is like, yo, let's go. Y'all know what it is. Pull out the BooRay. It's time to get it in.
So Dan Campbell, the coach of the Detroit Lions, he was doing they was filming them for HBO Hard Knocks, and he said, "I don't give if you playing BooRay, winning, you know."
So
With
you son to be, you better win this game.
So like that, like when you start talking about cards and you know, like BooRay gonna be one of the first card games that one of these NBA, NFL, MLB players, they're gonna be the one. First game they're gonna be saying, let's play some BooRay. Even Kevin Hart, you know, play BooRay.
Right. And see, that's part of the culture. I don't think comedians, athletes, I don't care what it is. It's just part of the culture. I wonder if Michael Jordan ever played this game.
Yeah, Mike played BooRay. Even Kevin Hart, like if Kevin hadn't had an exclusive with DraftKings, me and Kevin was gonna do it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because him and Jamie Foxx are doing that.
No,
yeah.
Jamie's with MGM.
MGM. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. MGM. I know it was one of them. I couldn't.
MGM and Kevin with DraftKings.
Right, you got a couple of them there.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we gotta have you back on here to talk about it for the upcoming. I know the launch date. We'll definitely have you back on here a couple more times to talk about it. We didn't want to run you into the ground. You got anything else you want to talk to the audience about?
Oh man, just go follow BooRay Gaming, follow the BooRay King, follow SCCG Management, follow Stephen Crystal, follow Mario Chalmers, follow Kendrick Perkins, follow Fletcher Zoo Tequila, follow Mark Wahlberg, because all roads gonna lead to BooRay.
Come on.
Listen,
we on our way to BooRay, baby.
Hey, for some of y'all, he didn't say harass him. He just said follow. Okay?
Yeah, just follow. Yeah. Click. And our the next time that we come on, man, I want to have a fireside chat, a conversation with a few of the brothers that are founders.
I can do that.
Okay.
I bring Big Park and Mario.
Definitely. We appreciate it. We definitely have more, man. The HBCU, we love to have them, you know what I mean? And faces like that would help, encourage some of our people who are interested in, entrepreneurship. So this is greatly appreciated. We appreciate it. You know what I mean? Today was
Thank you, bro. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate that, bro.
And also, for those who watching, if you want to donate. You guys can also go to HBCUoriginal.com. Sponsorships. We have programs for our college tours as well. JL, take us out, man.
Yo, I'm excited. I hope you guys are. We have just, been entreated today, man, by King of BooRay, my man, Kahari Nash in the building, baby. Listen, we love y'all. We'll see you guys soon. And don't forget, work like it depends on you, but pray like it depends on God. We out here, Vince. Let's go, baby.